Now, the statement from the National Security Advisor has revealed a lot about the Fulani. I repeat, a video that is trending online. The National Security Advisor made a statement and it has exposed Fulani politicians. Earlier, I said that Fulani in the forest, Fulani in the schools, a professor Fulani, Fulani politicians, they are one and the same. Let's look at what the NSA said. He said, whether we like it or not, there are terrorists in Nigeria who want peace. They are our brothers. I repeat, there are terrorists in Nigeria who want peace. They are our brothers. We must seek for dialogue and understanding with the terrorists. That is according to Nuhu Ribadu, Nigeria's National Security Advisor. Now, look at this critically. Terrorists that are killing people, that is destroying Nigeria, they are brothers to the National Security Advisors. Most northern politicians that are keeping quiet. If this were made by an Igbo man, maybe an Igbo man were to be the NSA, and he's supporting IPOB. You know, the Nigerian government proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization, even though they are not supposed to be proscribed. In my own perspective, if an Igbo man, NSA, is making the same statement, only God knows what would be said by northern politicians, northerners, and even southwesterners. But this statement by the NSA, northern politicians are keeping quiet. You are telling us that this Boko Haram, ISWAP, ISIS, they are your brothers. I told you that the Fulani has an agenda. Whether Fulani in the APC, whether Fulani in the ADC, whether Fulani in the PDP, or Fulani na same Fulani, we have advocated that power must not enter the hands of the Fulani until the next 20 years when we restructure Nigeria. We have also advocated that Southern Nigeria needs to come together to unite against the Fulani influence. They are playing politics with our lives. If a national security advisor could have this thought pattern, thinking pattern, with his many years in our security system, knowing how these people operate, knowing their intention is to Islamize Nigeria, and you are telling us that some terrorists, you mentioned some terrorists want peace, that you are looking for ways to dialogue. For instance, God forbid I kill somebody and they arrest me and take me to court. If I tell them that I am repented now, I'm repented, would they listen to me? They will sentence me. But the terrorist, the Fulani terrorist, his own is different. Somebody would think Ribadu will be different from every other Fulani politician. But I've said it. Both Atiku, both Erufayo, both Kwankwaso, both the professor educated Fulani, both every other politician, as we speak, this dispensation that are Fulani, they are one and the same. They are not different from those one in the bush. I liken them to a football team. Ribadu and Co, they are like defenders. The Sultan is like a keeper. The Sultan of Sokoto is like a keeper. Ribadu and Co, the politicians, are like defenders. We have the religious leaders, the traditional rulers. They are like the midfielders. The attackers are the Boko Haram, ISWAP, ISIS, and Fulani headsmen. Their agenda is to, through political power, political Islam, take over Nigeria. Nigeria is their father's estate. Every one of them is a disciple of Uthman Dan Fodio. Somebody will tell us that Atiku is pan-Nigerian. He marry Igbo, marry Asa, marry all this one to deceive you. You know, politicians, their number one assignment is to deceive Nigerians, Nigerian politicians. You marry Igbo, marry Hausa, marry Yoruba. That's why he's pan. When he reach to Islamize, push for the agenda, you go no say all those ones are inconsequential. How did the Fulani dominate the Hausas? Maybe they gave their daughters to Hausa kings. They marry the Hausa people so that they can get involved with them. How are we calling Yoruba Fulani? Yoruba Fulani go marry Yoruba. The cultures, they will exchange their cultures. From their cultures, they will start entering each other. And these are the things somebody's coming to tell me that they want to use this against Ribadu. They are one and the same. We must not allow the Fulani into our political system for the next 20 years. This is a word for the wise. We in southern Nigeria, we need to come together to unite against this menace. If we do not unite in southern Nigeria, my brother, it don't be for you. All these things that Tinubu is doing, these acrobatics that he's doing, a particular northern politician said that no wonder we do not allow Abiola to become Nigeria's president. So look at Tinubu now. What we dodged from Abiola, another Yoruba man we gave opportunity, he's doing the same thing. That means they are likely not to even give Yoruba that political influence in the future. They would rather align with the South-South and the Southeast against the Southwest. So we have a Southwest president. Hey, if you give this opportunity, because I hear that the same Ribadu is the next in line in Tinubu's political dynasty. Well, I trust President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in this area. You see, El-Rufai, I believe El-Rufai and co are the ones pushing this video of Malam Nuhu Ribadu to destroy him politically. They don't know that they are destroying themselves as Fulani. Imagine, do you know what it is? It seems people don't understand the weight of that statement coming from National Security Advisor. It's just like somebody who's supposed to be a megad in a company or in an estate. He is friends, his brothers with armed robbers, his brothers with people that come to kill, that come to kidnap people in that estate. His brothers, they're having good relationship. Your security, your chief security officer is having good relationship, having emotions for kidnappers and robbers that come to your estate at one point in time to kill. At this point, Tinubu should make sure that no Fulani Northerner, no Muslim Northerner holds sensitive security posts. That is the only way to go about it now. Because look at it, Tinubu is failing woefully in the area of insecurity. The highest person is Nuhu Ribadu. Northerners are the ones always in charge of insecurity, of security in Nigeria. Yet they have been performing woefully. I have said it before that imagine it is Yorubas like the Fulani herdsmen. It is the OPC that is going all over the country, killing people, putting out videos, killing soldiers, left, right, center. Do you think they will allow a Yoruba man to become president or behold any sensitive position in Nigeria? Who do us? If the president does not look for ways to restructure Ribadu out from that position, that means, I don't know what is going on in Asorok. He aligns with the ideologies of these extremists because it's an extremist ideology. The only business a terrorist has is his maker. The only thing that the Nigerian government can help the terrorists do is to arrange a meeting between him and God. You cannot rehabilitate terrorists. These guys, they tell us that they are experts in security matters. You cannot rehabilitate terrorists. You know the reasons why they are forming these groups. There is a campground. There's a place built to rehabilitate all these guys. You cannot rehabilitate terrorists. It is clear. Your prisons could not rehabilitate criminals. You know, the prison system is to rehabilitate, is to put offenders in check. Instead, the prison system make offenders look somehow. They harden them. They even, some people go into the prison soft though. They just do one or two. They go into the prison soft. They come out hardened. Have you not heard that some people go into the prison, they come out and commit another crime and still go into prison, and they are in prison committing crime? You cannot use the prison system to rehabilitate Nigerians that have offended or committed crime against the state. It is a terrorist that we have seen the activities over the years. There's an NYC young guy, a video whereby these terrorists were matching his chest, matching his organs. Brutal videos. Some of them we cannot watch. Still, looking at all the atrocities, the people killed in Kayama, people killed in Borno, People killed in Benue. Under Tinubu regime, they don't reach like 5,000 of people that have been killed. There's no week we are hearing that 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 people are being killed by these people. And if they go to a community and they kill, that community will be in chaos and fear. They will live in fear. Development will run away from that community. It's not about the number of people killed now. For instance, they come to a community of 5,000 people and they kill 2 persons. That community will never be the same. Economically, the community will be destroyed. People will look for a way to leave that community. And these things are happening under Bola Tinubu, and an NSA is coming out to make this statement, and it's proud that it's making that statement. I will blame the president Bola Tinubu if he does not take action against whatever it is. You see, I have said it before that these people know better than us. These people, they are in the system. Maybe there are some agreements Tinubu is having with some of these guys. See, this particular statement from the NSA will prove that these guys are the same. Don't be gaslight. Don't let them deceive you. I've been saying it over and over again. These guys, the Fulani in the bush, Miet Yela, the caliphate, the politicians, they're all one and the same. You think you're on the same page. It is a lie. Most of them are joining Tinubu's APC so that they can know political power is the air they breathe. They survive by political power. If you take away political power from them, they will just permit. So most of them are joining the Tinubu's APC for survival, for them to survive. That's why they are joining. They're not joining because they love Tinubu. They wish Tinubu can fail. Most of them. I'm telling you, it is hard for you to see a Fulani politician in this dispensation that mean well for southern Nigeria. Their plan is to make sure that they push Islam, they push extremism, they push political Islam, use it and subdue every other person in Nigeria. Tinubu is building a political empire, political caliphate in the south. The Fulani, they are angry. They are finding ways, if not that Tinubu is a strong-headed person and they show them pepper. Because I said it before that the language this Fulani understand, it is madness versus madness. You don't dialogue with Fulani. That's why I blame communities. Communities that they use, they gaslight them, say peace talk with Fulani. You go see some communities, Fulani unprovoked will kill people, go to farms, kill people, kidnap people. Instead of the government, instead of the military to make arrest and prosecute the killers, they will be looking for dialogue. Are these people okay? They are aggressors. You are looking for dialogue for what? That shows that the Fulani, they are number one citizens. Every other person is second class. Only Fulani, the government should provide them land. The government should provide them this one. We are being marginalized. We are being this. We cannot move our cars from one place to another. Every other person in Nigeria, they go to a place, they go through the laws, they rent their houses, they buy houses, to do their business, they pay for a business space. Only the Fulani, that they want the government to, their cows, the cows, they sell them, they sell them to Nigerians. Not that it is if they donate to federal government or they give it as palliative. You want the government to give you land, give you people's ancestral homes, to feed your cows. That is why they do all they can to get involved in politics, to seize political power. They know that with political power they can achieve anything. That's why you see them, they are hanging and locking at the corridors of power. They will stay, they do like better people. It is to make sure that they hold on to that political power. If it slips from their hand, if they lose it, they will do everything they can, even though make them leak shit, for them to still hold on to that political power. That's why you see Erufai, because he has presidential ambition. You can see the extent at which he can go to tarnish the image of his rival. His rival, I will not call the person's name. So that video, people's eyes are open now. If there was no video, if they do not put out the video, some people will say, what is this small boy saying? What do you know? What do you know about this blah blah blah? Fulani politician, Fulani wey go school, wey get PhD, wey be emeritus, wey be professor. Fulani wey go London, go do medicine, wey be doctor, wey even don't expose. And Fulani wey dey inside bush, wey don't stay in bush all their life. all of them are the same. They have the same agenda. Don't let anybody gaslight you. Some of them are doing that. You see, why would Fulani attack a particular village? And at the end of the day, they are not apprehended. They have been doing it over the years. It's because they have people in high place of authority that protect them. Those in authority that protect them, they are protected because they have the same agenda. They use, I told you, the northern part of this country, dominated by the Fulani politically, they use extremism, they use Sharia, they use terrorism as a negotiating, they use it to negotiate for power. Buhari, the last time he did an election without before he won, hundreds of people died because he lost the election. They were threatening until he and Tinubu, they aligned together. They still use the mode of threat. They threaten. Monkeys and baboons will soak in blood. I told you, these are what they use to negotiate for power. Extremism, violence, terrorism. An average Fulani politician, like this set of politicians, is a potential terrorist. Is a potential. If terrorists are your brothers, that means you are terrorists. Terrorists that not only in Nigeria, before they convince Buhari, these people are terrorists now. Call them now. You are designating IPOB. Okay, let's look at IPOB and this ISWAP, Boko Haram, and all of you. What is IPOB looking for? People are being marginalized in Nigeria, and they are seeking out of this system. And you know, the Nigerian government pushed them to the wall by killing most of their members, over 100 people that were just using placards to protest. They did not use guns, weapons, on anything. Using placards, the Nigerian government pushed them to the wall, and you are seeing all this armed struggle now because the Nigerian government initiated it. Why are they fighting? It is what every other person aligns with. Nigeria is not. They are being marginalized in Nigeria. They want a society that is free of marginalization. The Igbos are saying one Biafra. The Yorubas are saying one Oduduwa. Some people say Ijo. And all of you, the Middle Belt are saying we have a, so it is a common factor. Everybody can resonate and reason with it. And most of the things, most of the reasons why you see the IPOB or the Igbos want Biafra is because of the Fulani, this same Fulani, every time Fulani. Now why do you have Boko Haram or ISWAP? Now look at the name, Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP. It is to use jihad to spread Islam and turn these infidels, the place they stay, into an Islamic republic. Look at the two and differentiate from them. Who is qualified to be called a terrorist? Look at the atrocities committed by ISWAP. You see, the reasons why you see the IPOB, resistance fighters, this and that. It is in, when we have two people fighting, the Nigerian government and Biafra, in the eyes of Biafrans, the Nigerian government are criminals. In the eyes of Nigerian government, Biafrans are criminals. It depends on where you are standing from. Now, logically, how do you look at the case? Because of this ISWAP, these terrorists, we have US on our soil. Tinubu is forced to allow US to come on our soil. Not that they don't know the repercussion of having US building a base in Nigeria. Nigeria will never remain the same. US don't enter Nigeria. It's because of these same terrorists. They are bringing all sort of problems to the country. That's why some people say, let us divide. We cannot stay in the same country with these people because they use one Nigeria. If not for one Nigeria, you will not see Ribadu close to Tinubu. Everybody has a freedom of association, expression, and exhibit your case. It's a free constitution. Fulani can stay anywhere. But if you have a restructured Nigeria, Fulani, their terms and conditions, if you pose a threat to any community or society, they will deal with you straight. But in the Nigerian context, if the Fulani pose a threat to any community or any society, they will now be playing happy-panky. Left, right, center. Deal with the person now. You go to see how they do like this. We hear that the army, they shield the terrorists. We saw a picture where army and terrorists, they are sharing, like say they are old friends. Nigerian army. Terrorists go hold gun, AK-47, in front of Nigerian army. They will share pleasantries. as their brothers. You can see these northern people, their mentality. A particular governor of Katsina State, Nigerians were shouting, don't release those 70 terrorists. It took the Nigerian social media space. It took Nigerians to shut down at the governor. A governor that is supposed to know ahead of people. Now he's supposed to lead, people they follow. Now a governor, people they lead, him they follow. They know what they are doing. It's because of pressure. They are not, maybe they may have released them secretly. They'll just release them to their rehabilitation center. Because I believe that's how these northern politicians release their fighters. If the Nigerian army capture them, they will carry them, go to their rehabilitation center. From rehabilitation center, they go buy clothes for them, give them food. In fact, these people, they enjoy past people waiting for prison. People where they kill people, like they slaughter people. They destroy economies. They destroy development, destroy communities, make people orphan, thousands of people orphan. Now, most people are in IDP camps because of these people. That is the same people the NSA is telling us that they are brothers and some of them want peace. The rehabilitation now, so you now understand that Nigerian government is actively supporting rehabilitation of terrorists, and also the US. US also support rehabilitation of terrorists. Never see anything. You go learn geopolitics by force. United States is in support of rehabilitating terrorists. Al-Qaeda supported Israel and US over Iran. Al-Qaeda, terrorist organization, supported Israel, US over Iran. You don't understand geopolitics now, B. You don't see the differences. When we say we need to unite in southern Nigeria, no, see, we have we have differences culturally, but you cannot live on that continent, the southern continent of Nigeria, without having a little alliance, a little unity. A Yoruba man is different from an Igbo man. That is clear. Culturally, whatever it is, civilization. But looking at present challenges, you need to bond together. Not the Igbo man, southern Nigeria. Not only Igbos are in the south, southern Nigeria and the middle belt. Because the next time a Fulani man gets into power, another time you go clear for your eye. Maybe never clear now because you're not seeing the repercussion. You're not seeing you never reach your side. People will reach their side now. Somebody says, whenever day break, or that is when it is your morning. How are they saying it? May God help Nigerians.